What's up, guys? Wolfen here. So as you probably have guessed, yes, this is another update video of me explaining things. You got part 1 and part 2, so here's a part 3. Alright, as you know, if you have not watched part 1 and part 2, you should watch that, but this is very important. We're not on YouTube for this one, we're on Linktree. Yes, surprise, surprise. Now, more info regarding this in the system flag saying unfinished updates. I basically explained that I got updates to my categorization and styling that I'm doing, but it may not be finished right away, so it is left unfinished. I've been doing it in sections of parts and then leaving the sections there unfinished, but making them useful still. And that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm still working on it. I have made little updates that were kind of irrelevant, like this sponsored ad, which nothing is sponsored because it's just me basically sponsoring myself, okay? Me just putting an ad that's not sponsored, really, I guess. I don't know how that works, but hey, irrelevance. I changed the community tab to not have the lines anymore because I realized it's way too much spacing and that makes it less fun to scroll because you got a lot more view of everything when there's no lines. So I hope this doesn't confuse anyone. If the words are above this, that means this is a section name and this is the section. If that makes any sense. I just want to make sure that's very clear. I'm only going to explain this once. And I had left the profile info alone for me and my mom, the co-owner, and myself. Alright, official statements. I got a little update. Learn more was removed from the bottom and put at the top. And yeah, it's basically the same right now. There's a difference though. No tolerance for BS has been left up. Now, about effect of policies from the last one has been left up, but also false thievery allegations have been also left up, but there's one more: no empty conversations. This basically goes on to the fact that I am basically a busy person and I may respond back at some time but not right away, and I may not also respond at all, and that if it's not something for my business email, if it's not a business-related inquiry that the community takes, whether it be moderation or other inquiries that it takes, we're not going to answer and we're going to just trash it. Alright, and stupid explanations basically regarding the fact that I am not just accommodating one or two people, I'm accommodating many, and I make relevant policies, relevant updates and changes to my community tabs, the official ones, and failure to read the policies are not any excuse. If you failed to read and understand the policies, it's never the excuse. It's the fact that you failed to read that's the problem. And you'll still be subject to them nonetheless, if you know of them or not. And it just makes it clear that I have no room for empty conversations. I'm not going to explain myself to you or explain the community. If it's a very widely big topic, alright, and this is what the search tab is for. If it's such a widely big topic, right, then if it's regarding me, the community, or stuff relevant to it, then submit something. Send your @mention, and I'll shout you out for your submission if I set it up, if I put it up. As you know, unrequested stuff is new. Now, it said category where these are, but now it actually has been labeled. Orwolf territory info. This explains the territories, making sure you know that some is not completely controlled by us. Rating system, how we rate our stuff using emojis, it's just irrelevance. And stuff that is coming soon because you guys have not submitted anything to know about. Now, regarding public votes, obviously the voting system is known, and there was an official post regarding the fact. Here it is. Let's go here. This official post not only brings up about the voting system coming in 2026, but the community roadmap will also be coming, which that will be relevant in this anyway. So let's continue. Extra stuff has been moved down because of how irrelevant it truly is. As I stated in the Learn More system, the extra category holds uncategorized or downright irrelevant links. I mean, this is quite irrelevant. But, extra irrelevance of stuff that's not directly in this tab completely. Experimental is just the AI thing that doesn't fully work. Important posts, calling out Roblox. Now, important posts is about to disappear. Alright, let me explain. Important posts is starting to become less relevant. Because I'm going to make important posts, yes, but I'm not going to categorize them onto Linktree. I'm not going to waste my time. Instead, I'm not going to make much important posts anymore, but I will do under my own discretion. But in reality, if I have a statement that needs to be put up, I'm going to put a official statement. Other than that, official posts just may disappear. Until I decide to finally stop going off about Roblox, I might actually keep important posts, but I'm not sure yet. That's a work in progress. Learn More is the important, actual, relevant stuff that this community has problems with. As stated in my official statements, our community policies you need to read. You can click that and it will ask you what email you want to open the document from. And then boom, you open the document and read. Alright. Read roadmap, which is coming in 2026, will be coming soon. Contact us. Get ready to read this. Get ready for this chat. Yeah, look at that. All the relevant data you need. Now, I can tell you AI generator is a controversial rule system, secondary rule system. And I may keep it, but then that means I might have to update the generator too to make it more compatible with the policy document. It's going to be confusing. So that's another in progress thing. This is important stuff for the channel, which I didn't know really what to do with channel rules, if I should take it down and just reroute everything to Wolfright policy. So nothing was like changed in the policies. And mainly, a lot of stuff has been deleted when it comes to official posts and official statements, because it's irrelevant to put it here if it's already stated as a policy document info. Signups, as you know, this is still here. That's because I might be putting something in this place, but I'm not sure yet. This is just here temporarily still because this is kind of new and still a work in progress. You can volunteer as a volunteer moderator in my community, but you need to know the rules, okay? You need to know. Page support. Oh my god, so this is the very bottom. This is just link support and link sharing, and then leave to Google. That's all it is. So this update is small, yet still relevant. And as you know, 2026 is literally around the corner. I mean, look. Hey, Google. How many days until 2026?
Define the current date, October 16th, 2020.
There are 77 days until January 1st, 2026. Alright? Literally that much. Now, I would like to point out why my ranting and raving about the policies is so relevant, is because in this community we have one problem. Idiots trying to think that it's an excuse they didn't read the document. You're not going to get away with not reading the document because you're still subject to the rules. Now, I would like to congratulate them for getting their subscribers up, but I still think they deserve more subscribers. So help these guys out. About this right here. I made an official statement regarding my community and channel, but also adding Alley Life fan to this so Alley Life can get a relevant piece of official response regarding this, since they are also getting in the chain of making it clear, since they seem to also want to make it very clear. They even made their official statement, which I gratefully pinned for them making their official response. Alright, so that helped a lot. This is regarding my policies and her rules, whatever her rules are. And that's important because I went off as of recently with many posts regarding children going in 18 plus locations despite being warned and moderated, and how we can't keep up with them, so we stopped caring, and etc. But you can hear my rants in the other two videos regarding that. I would like to make it very clear. Linktree. Yes, this one right here. Linktree. This tree is posted everywhere. I'm talking YouTube, there's a link to it. Twitter, there's a link to it. Everywhere my community is at, there's a link to it. This is the central hub. The main hub. When all remaining systems outside the hub that I create are linked into here, it's officialized. Anything that is linked is official. Alright? May I make sure that's clear? Anything that's unlinked is less official or unofficialized. So to make it very clear, anything in this link tree is in tandem with the rules and policies my community has to offer. Failure to follow is not on my hands, it's on your hands. I will not be held any bit responsible for your BS. That's why I made it very clear I have no tolerance for hate and harassment and all that BS. And I made it very clear about my policies. I made sure it's clear that I am a busy person. I can't always respond to people, so don't expect me to always respond to you guys in the comment section. And let's make it very clear that I had taken away the one thing that seemed very important, and it's called, what was it? Oh yeah, important disclaimers is gone, and you can see that. That's because everything in the important disclaimers was actually copied. It was irrelevant. It was copied from the document and I never noticed. I am now cracking down on any of my copying in the link tree, so everything is consistently its own thing. To make it very clear, I'm trying to crack down on the copying of official pages. If you want to know the rules and you want to make sure you're not breaking them, you get up off your lazy ass on the link tree and you click that document and you read. See, this is what I realized. This is not just myself doing this. This is full-on corporations, full-on powerful, big, influential websites. Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. All of them do it. They got a blue button, small blue text that say policies, and you click that and it sends you to their policies. This is the same thing. You click it and send to the policies. The only difference here is every one of them has a you accept policies button. There is no you accept. There is you interact. You're a part of the policies. You follow them. Failure to comply will lead to problem. Simple as that. And I would like to thank everyone for actually understanding how this stuff works. Because those who are irrelevant enough to scroll past after sending a hateful comment only just get reported and blocked anyway. So it really doesn't actually matter what you say. And as you know, there was an update, and this update was already explained, but we're gonna go here. Alright, I want to make sure it's clear. My mom, Lady D119, make sure to subscribe to her. She's a good lady. She has some content, not a lot though. And make sure to subscribe to her. Make sure to subscribe to the higher rank individuals. Don't subscribe to Wolf and Wolfclaw Star. That's just my alternate account. It's irrelevant as fuck, honestly. But Lady D119, Wolfie Girl 27, you got. Okay, bro, I'm not fucking saying that whole fucking name. Alley Life. Alright, subscribe and check them all out. Other than that, that's all I got to say. And while it looks like these are a bunch of YouTube channels, this is where you're wrong again. This is a system, a very sophisticated system. This is... YouTube has failed to give me enough categorization systems and other things for sections. So instead, I'm making my own system with the stuff around me. Minecraft has taught you this. You build with what you got if you don't got what you need. So yeah, here we are. This is explaining everything right here. This is making it very clear that I'm slowly but surely changing the community. And I'm going to be less actively explaining things. It's no coincidence that I'm actually doing this. I'm just sick and tired of explaining things. I made it very clear with a document. I made it very clear with official statements. And that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm genuinely doing because I don't care anymore. I have to accommodate everybody. And I'm not going to accommodate just one person. So, to make that very clear. If anyone wants to know anything about me, they can go to the link tree. And they can literally go to the search tab area and put in a request for info, for any explanations, because I'm not going to waste my time at all. With that said, goodbye for now.